We have a duel between Muntinlupa and Marikina for our first game this Thursday. Muli po Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mike Perez. At courtside we have Miss Daphne Cristobal. You see the quarter scoring here. Muntinlupa creating separation in the second quarter, but pagdating ng third quarter, a bit of a high-scoring affair between these two squads, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and nagpatuloy lang naman yung scoring para dito sa Muntinlupa, and the pace continues to be a challenge again para dito sa Muntinlupa to defend, because a lot of the points really of Marikina coming off the paint. Samantalang the three-point shooting is really where they made a lot. I think they got 9 points off of it. You know, all of them coming from Jeric.
Traveling against Muntinlupa. 5 on the floor for Marikina are Jetro Escoto, Jomel Landayan, Vince Sarmiento, Jonathan Medina, and Lander Canon. Para naman sa Muntinlupa, Marco Sari, who just checked in with Ken Mocon, Patrick Ramos, Jason Strait, and Harvey Pagsanhan. Vince Sarmiento will score on the interior.
And every time they move that ball around inside the paint, somehow it finds an open blue shirt. And with a defender, a white guy, a white shirted guy na talagang nasa likod. Nice ball movement again.
Iwanan ulit na libre si Landayan. Just can't score. Rebound by Marco Sari. Mocon straight at the corner.
Yep.
Pagsanhan tries a free and hits it.
Well, maybe you would love for him to make, you know, faster decision of that read, pero the time that you're seeing for him to take a shot, itong si Harvey Pagsanhan, babalik ka, gusto mo yun because of the freedom on the offensive end.
Foul picked up by the Shoemasters.
Ito yung konting fill after that replace, and a very easy look for Harvey Pagsanhan.
9 points and 6 rebounds in his debut with the Cagers.
And once again, they start quarters with a good shooting from beyond itong Muntinlupa Cagers.
Now Pagsanhan will cut and score off that feed from Jason Strait.
And really brought about by the mobility on the weak side of the floor, not allowing that defense of Marikina to take a rest while watching that ball on the strong side.
Di Kapampangan, Jonathan Medina hits a jumper.
It's the switches na kailangang masolve nitong Muntinlupa Cagers if they are not to allow paint scoring para dito sa Marikina.
Sa loob sila pumunta. Pasa sa labas. Kosari can hit that shot, but left it short. May foul sa ilalim. It's gonna go, I believe, no, it's gonna, parang may technical foul yata. Yeah.
I think that was more on the bench,
yes, a bench
of Marikina.
Technical, oh.
Technical foul on the message for proper bench decorum.
Proper bench decorum called on Marikina, resulting into a technical foul. By the way, there are a lot of JRU heavy bombers featured here in our game, no? Sa Muntinlupa pa lang, si Sean Argente, Patrick Ramos, Ray De La Rosa, all under Coach Louie Gonzalez.
Yes.
Tapos syempre JRU din, si MJ De La Vergen, saka si March De Leon.
March, yeah.
Nakalimutan kong banggitin. Tapos sa panig naman ng Marikina, you have Yenes Guerra, Vince Sarmiento. LGR, the official outfitter of the Mpbl. Kasama nila dyan si Jonathan Medina and Sidney Mosqueda.
Si Sidney ba nag-JRU?
Oo.
Oh, okay.
Nag-minilk muna siya, I believe, before moving to JRU.
JRU, all right.
Kasi ano to legend to sa Lasal Green Hills si Sidney Mosqueda
Oo nga. This is I'm sure one game that Coach Louie is very proud of. You know, to see your young players in here.
Nanonood ba si Coach Louie ngayon?
Oo, nanonood yan.
MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Ano kaya yan? Kino-coach pa rin kaya, binibigyan pa rin kaya ng mga pointers yan ni Coach Louie. Lalo na these young guys of former JRU. Knowing Coach Louie, hindi niya mapipigilan niya, magbibigay pa rin yan no?
Kahit kalaban na niya, no?
Oh, he's still a, you know, a teacher to these guys.
72-64. Siyempre, father figure na nila yan.
Yes.
Especially when they played for JRU. Pass. Going awry. Turnover against Marikina.
So,
72-64.
yeah, I was gonna say, Ken, na talagang yung 3-point shooting, 10 na ang pumapasok sa attempts nitong Muntinlupa. And they're shooting a very high clip of 43%. Kaya we mentioned earlier that if you look at the guard rotation specifically for the Cagers, they do have that firepower.
Yeah. Timaho hanging in the air but could not buy a bucket there. Naive, shot fake, steps into a free, top of the key, bucket. $75-64. Ubaldo banging bodies with Fexa Preku. Medina hops into the lane, puts it back in for Marikina.
And so long as the Cagers are making their threes, you know, and just 2 points para dito sa Marikina on their end of the floor, points per possession wise, this should be advantage for the Cagers. But again, if you want to secure a game, you gotta defend the paint.
Naive, tough shot. Bola na tapik, it ends up with Escoto. In transition, Timaho tried to dump it off but MJ De La Vergen read it well. Numbers for Muntinlupa. MJ settles for a mid-range jumper, can't get that one to fall. Medina leaning in, draws a foul.
Doon talaga sila nahihirapan. You know, again, you know, if defense is going to be a point of concern for Muntinlupa Cagers heading into the regular season, I'd like to think offensively they're pretty okay. It's the paint protection that they need to talk about.
Jonathan Medina actually had a moment when he was playing for JRU. He hit the game winner when they were able to outlast LPU. That was, I think, 2-3 years ago, 2023. Double overtime pa yun. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. $75-67. Apreku sa loob. 2 more points for the Cagers.
Makakuha ka ng mga papuntos-puntos na gano'n kay Apreku, okay ka na doon kasi yung depensa at rebound ang inaasahan mo talaga dito primarily for flex.
Timaho dumps it to Yenes Guerra at meron tayong foul laban sa Muntik.
Somehow nararamdaman mo dito sa Cagers, nag-aalangan na silang tumulong pag may dumadrive sa loob ng paint kasi alam nila may mapapasahan sa likod nila, kaya lumalabas parang walang switch, no? Halos solo coverage na lang. 3 right there for Medina.
Jonathan Medina with 12 points and 6 boards. That's his first 3-point conversion. 7-point lead for Muntinlupa. Past the midway point of the fourth. Naive will drive, scoop it up and in off the glass.
Wow, Robbie Naive coming in big here in the fourth quarter, starting it off with a 3, and now that drive, strong finish for Robbie.
Medina about the same spot, that time too strong. Timao unable to save it. Robbie Naive at times was in the closing lineups of Rizal last season. Normally coming off the bench, but really earned the trust of Coach Ralph Rivera. Here he is, taking the three and making it.
And again, that's the second time I believe that Robbie Naive has scored off that weak side action pinned down by the bigs and really just allowing him to catch it and attempt from there, top of the key three.
12 puntos na para kay Robbie Naive. Tolentino trying to come out of the pack. Got held from behind by Jacob Ubaldo. Under 4 minutes left, Coach Tantan Manal, one of the youngest coaches here in the Mpbl.
Yeah, and I talked to him after the game of that loss against San Juan, and he says, sayang talaga, no? May pagkakataon eh. They love their strong start. We remember that last play, I think, involving Miggy Corteza and Flex Apreco. That would have been big if they got to convert that.
And also, shout out to his ever supportive wife na si Ana Banal. Whether it's at the venue or watching live, lagi yan nandyan.
Yes. And I want to get a quick shout out to, syempre, si Coach Warren Kapitan.
Ba?
Nanonood na naman, forever scouting. And ang ating matikas na shoe reseller pagdating sa Muntinlupa, si Mike Montiliano. Nasabi niya dapat kasama daw siya today, kaya lang medyo busy lang para manood dito sa Cagers. MJ, pull up.
Ubaldo picks up the loose ball. Escoto to Jesalem. Swing pass to Deo Timajo. Corner pocket shot. Got fouled by Abhente.
That's his third foul.
Sean wants a sub. Magpapahinga na to si Arende. Kanina pa yung maganda nilalaro para dito sa Cagers. Ken Mocon going in. This is a deep guard roster for the Cagers.
Loaded sila sa guards.
Oh, loaded. Actually, sa bigs, ngayon, nakita mo, nakaupo pa si Miggy Cortez. Si Gama hasn't also played that much here in this game. Of course, Jerick was pretty good earlier. And you do have, sino ba nandyan? Si St. Lloyd nandyan din. And Amar also for the Cagers. So that is a pretty good mix of, guards and medium-sized players that can actually play, entire length of the floor.
Timajo getting both shots. Three minutes left. And turnover against the Cagers, leaving the door open for Marikina. Patrick Ramos will come in for MJ de la Virgen. More of a defensive substitution, if anything, on this possession. Escoto, though, steps into a three off the back iron, but there to clean it up once again is Jacob Ubaldo, who now has 11 points.
Kung meron isang bagay na hindi dapat payagan itong Muntinlupa Cagers, itong strong finish ng Marikina, because if you remember the last game against the D-League team, it was actually that strong fourth quarter that allowed them to secure that win. This is that offensive board right there by Ubaldo.
Tolentino getting some crunch time minutes here for the Cagers. Robbie Naive. Floater, no good. Cannon secures the rebound for Marikina. Ahead to Ubaldo. Jacob attacks Vince Tolentino. Crashes on the floor. But amidst all the chaos, there was Deo Timajo scoring for Marikina.
I thought that was a good stop by Vince. Changed the attack. Kaya lang yung recovery sa kabila, doon medyo nagkaroon ng challenge. And again, we talked about strong finishes of the fourth quarter. This is just a 6-point deficit staring the face of Marikina. They got a chance here.
Binalik na sa loob si Jerick Serrano.
Kanina pa to si Jerick, si Patrick at saka si Jetro. Even kanina pag-across ng half court.
Yan. Technical foul na sila pareho. Makamot tuloy si Jetro. That's just two guys competing.
Talagang mapapailing ka na lang. Magagawa mo. I mean, mahabol ka di ba?
Oh, kaya lang apat na si Jetro eh.
Hindi, mas mabigat niyan, nagbibigay ka ng foul.
Apat na foul na si Jetro Escoto. One more and he's gone. Last 2 minutes.
Open lane.
Mocon. Serrano, the offensive rebound. And ball will go back to Marikina. Just a 6-point advantage for Muntinlupa.
I thought he had a shot earlier, but he did also think right na dapat merong tao doon sa corner after that offensive rebound.
Timaho got blitzed. Basibas 4-3. Fight for the rebound, ending up with Lander Cannon. Ubaldo going up strong, can't finish through contact. Amidst all the chaos, rebound going to Serrano. A minute and 18 left. No need to foul if you're the Shoemasters. Oh, Escoto though, anticipating the pass, will lay it up and in, turning defense into offense.
You gotta take care of the ball. You didn't have a good attack, your offensive end. You just threw that ball away. Good intercept on the passing lanes by Jetro and finished it off. Buti na lang, hindi na nag-foul ito si Patrick Ramos. 4-point game.
Timeout. Muntinlupa will be right back. NCAA best opposite spiker. VIPs, Bob Emmer, Kuya Roots, and Kuya Saldi. Marikina trying to apply pressure, but Muntinlupa able to break free. Under a minute remaining here. De La Virgen getting past Escoto. Floater though, won't drop. Offensive rebound by Harvey Pagsanhan and a foul given up by Timaho. Not sure if you wanted to give up a foul at that juncture.
Yeah, tsaka wise enough to reset the clock. At gamitin yung panibagong 14 na nakuha nila pagdating dun sa offensive rebound na yun.
Apat lang nilamang.
Oo, apat lang. This is Sean's first trip to the line.
6 points and 6 assists for Sean Argente.
And on a 3 of 8 from the field.
Pasok yung kanyang unang free throw. Muntinlupa, should they win this one, they stay in the hunt for those spots in the next round. Mathematically, pero kasi pwede pa sila mag 4-4. But if Quezon wins against Pasay later, eliminated na sila.
Oo. That's why yung mga humahabol talagang win as many as you can. Yun na yung labanan.
Oo. Timaho got stripped. Mocon thought it was off Timaho's leg. Pwede review ng ating referees. Last 2 minutes.
I think the Muntinlupa Cagers are maybe 1 or 2 big men short of competing inside the paint.
34.5. Still 6 points separating these two squads. If you just tuned in, kanina, Marikina got off to a blistering start, 10-0. But Muntinlupa able to come back, establish a 13-point lead in the first half. Their biggest. Then at the halftime break, they were up by 9. Unti-unti ulit dumikit yung Marikina, but the Cagers had every answer to every run and attempt by the Shoemasters. Cannon creating space. He should have made that though. Alam niya, sa sarili niya, no? 3-point play sana.
Sayang.
That would have made it a one-possession game with 32.1 seconds left.
Tsaka yung third quarter run kanina, Ken, yung puntos talaga sa loob ng shaded area, dun medyo nahirapan kontrolin itong Muntinlupa. Mabuti na lang yung mga 3-pointers pumasok para kay Jeric Serrano. Doon na nagkaroon ng kahit pa paano separation with Marikina.
Sablay, unang free throw ni Lander Cannon. Marikina today, just 9 out of 16 from the line, make that 10 of 17. 84-79. Corteza and De La Vergen make their return. The pitch ahead to Harvey Pagsanhan, who wisely will pull it back out despite an opening. De La Vergen, Argente. This is a guy you want to foul, and Corteza will be tested at the line. But some significant time chipped off the game clock. 20.9 seconds left. Escoto will foul out.
But you want to foul Miggy Corteza because he's pinakabago pumasok dito sa floor, pero in terms of shot making from the line today, he's 2 out of 2. Tingnan natin. Si Misa may challenge din to si Miggy, no? Pagdating sa free throw.
Well, he makes us look like fools by making a first free throw.
That's the reverse jinx of no?
Oh.
Broadcaster's jinx in reverse.
Mintis yung pangalawa daw. Cannon, pasa kay Landayan. 15 seconds remaining. Jomel Landayan gets into the paint, lost it, and that should do it. Muntinlupa looks like they will hold on here. 11.6 seconds left. MJ and Sean come in. De La Vergen will get fouled by Timaho.
Should be a done deal.
Yeah. De La Vergen with another double-digit output, 12 points, 2 steals, making a couple of threes. Three out of 4 from the line. Getting both. Marikina, after winning against the D-League team, unfortunately will fall short here. The Cagers will bounce back. Uy, may foul pa. Meron pa. I-reviewin nila.
At yung tulak ni Deo Timaho kay MJ, yun yata ang pinituhan.
Wala na.
Yep.
So the game is done. Muntinlupa getting their...
Thank you, Ken and Coach Mike. Jerry, congratulations. Double-double ka sa larong ito. Pero ang pinakamahalaga dito, you scored 3 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Ano masasabi mo doon?
Siguro, sa extra work din yun, tsaka sa tulong din ng mga teammates ko, gawa ng mga, ginagawa namin yung sistema ni Coach Stan. Kaya nagagawa ko yung mga ganun.
Parang nagpi-payoff lang, no, Jeric? Yung kapatid mo ngayon, nag-sick leave pa para lang mapanood ka. Na-inspire ka ba dito sa presence niya?
Oo, nanonood yung mama ko, tsaka yung ate ko, tsaka yung pamangkin ko, bayaw ko, tapos kapatid ko. Dagdag inspiration din yun sa paglalaro.